one more again.
Going for the big shot. Can you make it or not?
Going ham with Superman. YouTube lad, man.
Okay, so going ham fam. Last week, introduced you all to the new Saber Dagger to the collection. It's a full size dagger, and it had me thinking. I got every dagger option that there is right now. I have the micro, which I'm still working on as a tribute to my mother. I got the compact, which was my first dagger I did the build on. Only thing, I swapped the slide on it. It was two-tone originally, but now we're all FDE with it, with the fluted, spiraled barrel, threaded barrel, Holosun, streamlight, weapon light, and I swapped the Timney trigger and everything. So I'm pretty much done with this. This is how this one is. And then of course the newest one, the full size Saber Dagger, which got the weapon light added. Still waiting on the red dot, and that's probably gonna be it for this one as well, because it already came with a nice trigger, texturing, slide, everything how I wanted. I would have done it or wanted it. So there's really nothing else to do to this thing. So yeah. Well, like I said, I think originally in my last video I might swap the irons, but like I said, red dot coming, so it's not a big issue because it still got sights. But just for fun this week, I wanted to just run down the line and shoot all three of the PSA Dagger options that are out there for you guys. These are just mine because the micro, mine is comp. It doesn't have to be comped or anything like that. I did swap the trigger shoe on it. Got the red dot, but just to, I guess to run down the difference in it, because I was telling one of my buddies that I was one of those guys. I was like, I don't understand why guys got multiple firearms in the same caliber, like same styling and all that, and now look at me. So yeah, I'm a hypocrite, but I'm a fun one though. So with the full size, I'm gonna say it's more of a grip thing. The grip comes down further. It actually holds, I think flush, it'll hold 17, and that is a slight difference from the compact, which holds 15 flush. So if you can just hold them side by side, they're not that far off. The full size and the compact aren't that far off as far as slide length, barrel length, trigger, guard, width, frame, all that. Where the difference is in that grip. So, and actually for some reason the compact feels heavier than the Saber. I don't know if they're both slides are cut, so that should be saving weight. They both have fluted barrels. This one's actually fluted a little deeper than this one here. So I don't know what's making it feel so much more heavy. And I know that that red dot isn't making that big a difference, but we'll see once I get the red dot on this. But yeah, the compact actually feels heavier. And as you see, like with the grip, my fingers fit, but they're like right on the edge, actually a little bit over on that pinky. With the full size, still got a little room there, even with the flared mag well for my pinky to sit in there. So that's, for me, the biggest difference going full size to compact. Then we got the micro. The micro, again, with the grip, this actually can hold 15 flush as well, which is really good for a micro or subcompact pistol, because the competitor to this, the Glock 43X, only comes with like 10 round mag. So, and that's about the same size and frame and all that. But when you hold the micro up to the full size, you can see that's where the comp is. So if this wasn't comp, that barrel length is a lot shorter. That slide's shorter. The trigger guard is shorter. Slot frame shorter. And of course, the grip shorter. So that's going to be your big difference. This is the micro is much more concealable. It's slimmer. Let's look as far as width as well. So it's easy to tuck this into your waistband and do a concealed carry, especially if you don't have the optic on there. Like I opted not to put a weapon light on here as well, but there are some micro weapon lights too that you could still get and still have this thing concealable, and still pack that punch of a 9mm holding 15 rounds. So that's not a bad deal, I would say, and it still feels good in hand. Even when I shot the Glock 43X, it still felt pretty good in the hand, at least in my hand. And I don't think I have a crazy big hand, but or small hands at that. So I'm like right there in between. So this fits pretty good in the hand. This just fits better. It's just, I feel like I got more control with it. With the micro, I feel like I need to actually like two-handed all the time, and I need to be really focused on my grip when I'm shooting this, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And again, all of these are empty and clear. Just so we are all on the same page. But other than that, I think it's time to just go to the range. I'll see you guys there. Okay, so fresh back from the range, and while still kind of fresh on my mind, I wanted to talk about what I noticed from shooting all three of the daggers back to back. So I've shot all three of these separately before, but this was my first time putting them all together and shooting them. So what I have determined from, at least from my perspective, shooting the micro, I have to get really, really tight on my grip and really focus on my grip to make sure that it's shooting on target and my groupers are staying together. Versus even just going to the compact, and I feel like more control instantly with grabbing this, and then the same deal with going to the full size saber, especially with the extra widening of the thumb rest there and everything on this one. Gives me more control. But I don't want to say that I like need or rely on red dots, but again, I want to make sure we are empty and clear before I muzzle myself. These sights, I would have preferred that it came with even just some white dots, or at least a front fiber optic would have helped. Just straight black irons is kind of hard for my eye to, I guess, catch and lock onto. So you're gonna say I'm just making excuses, but yeah, I threw a couple shots with the saber, but the red dot will be here soon enough, and we'll see what's going on once I get it sighted in and everything, and we'll see. Or if I just swap the irons and at least the front and put a fiber optic on and see if that makes any difference for me. But other than that, it was good fun shooting all three of them. Always a great time when I break my daggers out. So, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, liking, sharing, subscribing, keep doing what you're doing. And we keep growing week over week, and I really appreciate it. But until then, I'm out.